Washingtonian, someone who grew up in North Michigan Park. I came home shortly after college. I dedicated my life to serving my neighbors in Riggs Park, in Ward 4, in this city. I'm humble and I'm grateful to stand here, the next mayor of my hometown. I stand here, like so many of you, on the shoulders of all of those who sacrificed so that we might be here. I stand on their shoulders, and I take a great sense of responsibility in doing my best every day to never let them down.
All right, Bowser.
I start with you, Joan Bowser.
All right.
I start with you, Joe Bowser.
All right.
My parents, my entire family, my sisters, my brothers, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, my neighbors, my friends. Thank you for sacrificing with me, pushing hard with me to make sure we get this done. Let's hear it from my family. I thank those, and I'm looking at probably a few thousand of them, of all of you who stood shoulder to shoulder with me over these last 20 months. Carry a positive message.
Amen.
You told me to speak about my own vision.
Yes.
You told me to conduct myself with integrity.
Yes.
To be a woman of my word.
Yes.
To work harder, longer, and smarter than anybody.
Yes.
You told me to go out in the heat, the snow, the rain, and the shine. And you told me to make sure that we assemble the best campaign team in the history of the district. So I want to thank all the good people standing behind you and all the people out there with those green shirts and hats. Now some people call you a machine. I just call you Team Mauriel. So thank you. In all 8 wards of the District of Columbia, in all 8 wards you cast your ballots to send a clear message that together we will ensure that all Washingtonians, whether you've been here for 5 generations like us Bowsers, or you've been here like 5 minutes, like so many people that are making DC strong. I don't have the words tonight, nor could I say thank you enough to express my appreciation. So thank you again to the residents of the District of Columbia. I want to thank all of the candidates who threw their names and hats into the ring. And I gotta tell you, I don't know the results of all the races, but I'm pretty sure that the warrior, our warrior on the hill, won by a landslide. Let's hear it for Eleanor Holmes. forward to working with him and the entire Council of the District of Columbia, and I'm so pleased to be joined by my colleagues tonight. Let's hear it for the council members of the District of Columbia. Of Columbia, Jack Evans.
Yes, Jack! All right, Jack.
And the fighter for the people of Ward 8, Mauriel. I know we will have a new at-large council member in the minority seat. We have a winner. I want to work with that new at-large council member for the minority seat of the Council of the District of Columbia. And for the first time in our history, we will have an elected Attorney General.
Yes.
And I look forward to working with the first elected Attorney General for the District of Columbia as well. And my good friend for Ward 5. At-large council member, Vincent Orange. And I also want to recognize and acknowledge two long-serving Washingtonians who threw their hats into this race, their good ideas, their energy. And I want to acknowledge the efforts of David Catania and Carol Schwartz. Please give them a round of applause. So a great man once said that there is no part of the education of a politician more indispensable than the fighting of elections. Hard-fought elections force us to dig deep, to question, to reach for big and bold visions, and to find our core values. They test our mettle, our wherewithal, and even our stamina. They make us be accountable to you. And I am grateful for the 19 months that I fought for this election. I am grateful for the time that I got out to all the areas in the District of Columbia. Because what I learned, people say, well, Mauriel, you seem so confident about what you're saying.
Good.
And that's because I listened to you. I heard your aspirations and what you wanted to see for the future of the city. And I pledge tonight that we're going to get it done together.
Amen.
So some of you were with me 19 months ago when I stood on the stoops of my parents' house in North Michigan. From that stoop, they raised 5 kids. And they taught us the value of education and hard work and faith. And if you put your mind to it, that you too can give back to your city. And I am grateful for the lessons that they taught me. I am grateful about the motivation. Here comes Phil Mendelson. Let's hear it for our chairman, Phil Mendelson. Here comes Ward 5 Council Member Kenyon McDuffie. Let's hear it for Kenyon McDuffie. So you'll remember on that day last March, I promised to run a campaign of integrity, of vision, of energy, and inclusion. I promised that the values of our campaign would reflect your values. So we walked and talked all 8 wards, day in and day out. We learned, we confirmed what democratic values mean for this city. We believe in education reforms that guarantee every child a fair shot, that the middle class is an American right, and that government has a role in getting us there. We believe in housing that is clean, safe, and affordable, and streets that are safe to walk at night. We believe in health care for all and marriage equality and a sustainable for African Americans, for Latinos, for residents of every background and belief. We know that taxation without representation is un-American. The results of this election are resounding. They are a resounding affirmation of these shared values, and together we will achieve them. The outcome of this election is an affirmation that the status quo isn't good enough for Washington, D.C. The outcome is a declaration that while our schools are improving, there's so much more to do. We are Washington, D.C., and we expect more. The unemployment rate has certainly declined, and we're grateful for it. But we know we are Washington, D.C., and we must move faster. We know that 1 in 5 families face a severe housing burden.
Yes.
We know we are Washington, D.C., and we must keep Washingtonians a part of our city. And today's outcome affirms that you want to be proud of your leadership and your leaders. We are Washington, D.C., and I pledge tonight that I will make you proud. Now let me ask you this, Washington. Are you with me? Yeah. Are we going to do it together? Yeah. Are we going to think about the young mother in Mayfair Mansion who's put her baby to sleep tonight? Are we going to make sure that little baby has every opportunity in the world?
Yeah.
Are we proud that tonight she can look at this woman from northeast and know that she can too? Tomorrow, will you be with me when we wake up renewed, refreshed, re-energized, and ready to go to work? Because I'm ready to go to work. It's been a long haul. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I'm grateful.